Hello friends, welcome to Código Amad. In today's video, I am going to explain the FF code. With HEFF, we can access help pages on how to work with frequent flyer cards. With VFFD, we can see all the agreements that exist between airlines to use the points accumulated on the frequent flyer card of one airline when flying on flights operated by other airlines. With VFFD IB, we can see the agreements that a specific airline has, which in this case is Iberia, and is represented by the code IB. Below, we can see a paragraph where I remind you that the points accumulated on the frequent flyer card of a specific airline can be used on flights of other airlines that have signed agreements. In the next 5 transactions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the number 333-666-999 represents the frequent flyer card number. The first of those 5 transactions is FFDIB-333-666-999. With that transaction, we can see passenger name information without creating new items in a reservation, which is also called a PNR. With FFA-IB-333-666-999, we can create name items and SSR type items at the same time. With FFA-IB-333-666-999, UX, we can create name items and SSR type items at the same time for 3 airlines. One of them is the main one, which is represented by the letters IB. The other 2 airlines are the ones that appear at the end of the transaction. The UX code represents the airline Air Europa, and the AF code represents the airline Air France. Both would have agreements with Iberia to use the frequent flyer points of Iberia customers on flights of those 2 airlines. With FFN-IB-333-666-999, we can create SSR elements when the name item already exists. With FFR-IB-333-666-999, we can create SSR elements while simultaneously accumulating frequent flyer points on the card. On the last page, we can see at the top a box with a black border. That box represents what could be a screenshot from the computer. Below that box, we can see 3 smaller boxes. 1, 2, 3. I created those 3 boxes with the aim of explaining the larger box. I will start with the explanation of this page. Let's go. Amadeus shows us VFFDIB at the top so that we remember what request we made. This kind of a screenshot would appear when we press enter on the computer keyboard after having typed VFFDIB transaction. Now I am going to explain the meaning of FF agreements, IB agreements 9. This part represents the main title of the response that Amadeus has given us here, okay? We can see two pieces of information, 1 and 2. FF agreements IB indicates that we are going to see the agreements that the airline Iberia has with other airlines so that its customers can use the points accumulated on their frequent flyer card on flights of other airlines. The other information is agreements 9. That information tells us that the number of airlines that have signed agreements with Iberia is a total of 9. In the last square, I explained the final part of the large square. IB slash AM space AR space AZ space DL space KL space NH space QF space SV space UX. Before the bar, we see IB to indicate that the main airline in the search is Iberia. After the bar, we can see this part. We see 9 two-letter codes that could represent the 9 airlines that have agreements with Iberia. Friends, we have come to the end of the video. The following videos will run in the same way that I have made. That is, explaining each of the parts of Amadeus as extensively as possible. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you liked this video. Don't forget to share it with anyone who might be interested. It would be a good gift both for those who need a booster and for those who didn't get a feel for the program. Above all, it would be a good gift for the latter, who now have a second chance with my videos to take advantage of the time and money allocated in the past, and that they will finally be able to make profitable. Thank you very much, and I will tell you the same thing as always. Love to be loved.